also pretending to be super orange. Yeah, you're right, Magpie. While also pretending to be the victims of the exact same thing, like consistently. Consistently. Okay. Oh, my eye is acting up. What? We are just falling apart today. Ah. Okay. To the person who likes to DM me twice a month thinking that I'm AI, today you know I'm not AI. I don't know why you thought that in the first place. Just let you know. Okay, great, Mandy. We can hear on the tip of you. So yes, now the president of the United States is fantasizing about calling parents to say, "Hey, your child was a tourist in D.C. and now they're dead."
The fuck?
I have thought about. I have thought about um, calls or speeches that I would love to make or give one day. None of them have been morbid. None of them have been around bad news. Like, none of them. Like, I do have a desire. I have a really, really good friend who, full disclosure, I am biased. I am very biased when it comes to this, okay? Um, this particular friend, I look at them as a sibling, and I believe that they are one of the greatest artists of our generation. I do from time to time catch myself like in my head pinning like a speech, like an introduction for them to get like various awards. Yes, like things like that. I have thought about like being able to place a call to a friend and be like, "Hey, I just found out you're on the short list for a Nobel Prize," stuff like that. I have never in my life been like, "Hey, I want to call somebody and be like, yeah, your son was out seeing the sights in the city, and guess what? He woke up with Jesus." Like, what the hell? What the? Yes, man. A couple times a month, there's somebody who DMs me on Instagram asking if I'm AI. Now, when they first started, I got it because, quick side note, um, I and a couple of other people who are now members of the Villains Guild, we used to do like these late night chats on Instagram. No, to get your minds out of the gutter. We would talk about everything from uh, what we learned growing up, race relations, history, you name it, different things. We would just be on Instagram. And one night I was joking because that's when the like AI trend lives were like getting really popular. And I was joking and I could do like this AI voice. And I was like, "Oh, yes. And Taz is here with the history." So when the person first started, I was like, "Okay, I get it. But no, I'm a real person. I'm not AI." And then the fact that they kept doing it, it started getting creepy. It did. It was like, you know. So where we go? Okay. On Monday, the trainer graphic soldiers. Okay, so you have black women with MAGA hats on in Chicago all over the place, Trump claimed. I have yet to see a black woman, especially multiple, in Chicago walking around with a damn MAGA hat on. I'm not saying that there aren't black women who wear MAGA hats. I haven't seen any outside of the internet. There are quite a few that are grifting with them on the internet. One, the grift came back and bit her real quick. She not only was grifting through MAGA hats, but she joined the AFF on TikTok, and then her son got picked up and charged with murder. And then she was like, "Oh, got to take the hat off because her MAGA family, her AFF family, wasn't coming to help. They weren't giving her any type of assistance whatsoever." But what Chicago? I ain't seen nobody that I've seen some red hats, but them red hats ain't had nothing to do with anything political. Okay, Chicago is a very fashionable city. They put on just to go to the grocery store. I appreciate that. I do. Very much giving Black Renaissance. Okay, it's giving Harlem Renaissance Chicago style. Okay, I love that. But what the hell? Uh, here. They want the guard to come in, or they don't care who comes in. They just want to be safe. They've been safe. Crime is down. Crime is down. And they really don't care. There was one woman, she was great today. She said, you know what? I don't care if it's the National Guard, the Army, the Marines, the Air Force. I don't care who comes in, as long as we're safe. And that's the way most of the public feels. Honey,
What am I doing now?
that's all that can be heard. Nobody.
My bad, y'all.
You ain't paid me no attention. I've said it 3 times. You just zone me.
Hey, y'all. Studio audience is being annoying.
Just ignoring me.
Let's pick a ball.
No, I don't want to pick up. I'm afraid to. I'll try it after the show. I don't. Not during the show. I'm
They might not be
afraid.
here after the show.
Okay, I'll just set it aside for right now. Let's eat the whole bag. Trump then pivoted to DC and conjured a scenario in which a tourist is murdered and the deceased parents must be informed. This is giving Chuck Schumer, not the morbid part. For those of y'all, Shay said, "Hey, studio audience."
Hey, Jay. Hey, you know what?
Yes, Magpie. It's chaos. Of course, it's chaos.
You know what made me realize you was looking at me? The silence.
I wasn't silent 3 different times.
But when you were silent, I'm like, why she's quiet? Oh.
Yeah, my voice don't carry. You just blocked it all the way out. I'm the one to wear hearing aids. But yeah. Yes, Magpie. It's chaos. So, Magpie said hello too.
Tell him I said hey.
He said hey. He sells the records here.
Right. I sell the records.
Right, Jay. Who needs to hear? And I need to give him my hearing aids.
I can hear her. I just wasn't listening to the words. Then when you went,
I got proof. Selective hearing. He told me that I was making it up when I said I think that he has selective hearing when it comes to me.
No. I was watching this. I can hear you talking. I wasn't listening to the words you were saying. Then when you start talking, I'm like, why is she quiet? I'm like, did something go wrong? And I look over, you staring at me. That wasn't selective hearing.
Okay. Okay. This is Trump's pivot. Now, I say Chuck Schumer because I don't know if y'all realize he admitted unprovoked that he bases his legislative decisions on a family that he made up in his head.
I remember that.
True story. I wish I was joking, but yes. Not based upon the needs of even his district or the people that he comes in contact with. Because I will say, to Chuck Schumer's credit, he'll take a picture with anybody. He will talk to anybody. If you see him out and about, as long as it's not an emergency or he tells you hey, I'm running late for something, he'll talk to you. He'll take a picture. So he's very engaging with the public. You would think that he would take mental notes from that and base his legislative decisions on that. No, the family he made up in his head. And there used to be multiple, but now there's just one. Mm-hmm. Good times. So this is Trump's scenario. Once again, this is Trump's scenario. And it was so great. We started with our nation's capital, one of the worst. I mean, so many people. Every week, somebody was killed. They'd come from Iowa. They'd come from Indiana. They want to see the Jefferson Memorial, the Lincoln Memorial. They want to see something and then get shot.
What? Why would you want to see something and then get shot?
And you'd call their parents. I'm sorry, but your son is dead. Not your child. Just, I guess they only shoot them in. They have pecs get popped, I guess. I don't know. Shit.
What?
Have pecs get
I
popped.
heard what you said.
And they go, what do you mean he's dead? Came to Washington, D.C. This is not funny, but it's fun. I'm sorry. It's an awkward, uncomfortable laugh. because I can't believe that it's in the mind of Trump.
It's
But
funny.
this is
It's funny.
this is out. Oh my goodness. Not anymore. That's not happening anymore. We have a safe place. Is it a safe place or is it a training ground for the military? Which is it? Because y'all out here making propaganda semi-snuff films in the Chicagoland area. Like, we have a safe capital. It's as safe as we have probably almost just about in the country. How many how many national capitals do we have? And if you look back 6 months ago, 7 months ago, this was a death trap. It was a death trap, but you decided to sit outside in the open, in the public, to have your birthday parade.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it rained on your parade.
Squeaky wheel.
And it. The only thing that would have made that funnier is if some way, somehow, they could have got the squeaks to be like, like, see what I mean by white supremacists go, I'm the solution, but I'm the victim. I'm the solution, but I'm the victim. Come save me. But I don't need saving. You're the one with the victim mentality. But please come save me. You know, kind of like how they have this purple revolution going on. First of all, the only purple revolution I will ever recognize is Prince. That's it. Okay, that's it. That is it. And I don't know if you ever played, for those of y'all that are old enough to know what I'm talking about, but if you ever played a cassette tape so much that it stopped playing, I did.
That cassette tape was like, fuck you, I'm out.
I did. And no, it didn't break because I had learned how to fix those. I had a couple uncles that were DJs. I mean, it legitimately stopped playing. It is like, it was like all the material got taken off. I played it so much. So then my uncle was a DJ, had an extra copy of the vinyl and was like, here, I'll give you the vinyl. I had a Snoopy record player before I got another one. I'm the type, I hold on to stuff until it completely breaks. So yes, I had the Snoopy since I was a young child, but it was a record player. It worked. Then I played it so much that the record was smooth. Like there was no more ridges. I took it from a Ruffles to a Lay's. Okay. Yeah. Let's just say your girl was happy when streaming came into play. So now when I get hyper focused on certain music, oh, you burned it up in the butt. I have done that too, Nightbird. I have done that too. Oh, and thanks, Nightbird, for subscribing.
Hey, Nightbird.
The needle would just slide across. Yes, it would. And here's the thing: when I realized that I had played it so much that the ridges were gone, my mom used to like once every I think it was like once every 3 months, her and her best friends, my godmothers, would get together, and they had daughters also. And they would like get old school movies or like some books or something. And they'd like give us a little lesson, and then we could watch or do whatever we wanted. And my mom was like, oh, go get that album. I want them to listen to this particular song. I want to go get it. And my mom had the big fancy, y'all remember like the stereo systems that like came like the glass, like in case, she put it in there. Like everybody in the room just watched the needle go across. Fortunately, it wasn't that late in the evening. So we went up the street to the mall, and there was what was that record store?
Sam Goodies?
No, not Sam Goody. Because you could listen to music in there also. FY something. FYI, for your entertainment. No, FYE, sorry, FYE, for your entertainment. We went up there and got another one. And my mother looked at me and was like, yeah, I'm going to put you on a time system regarding this one. And from then, my mom got me this big old fluffy plushy chair to sit in downstairs by her entertainment center with these big headphones, and that's where I could sit for a certain period of time. she was done with me. Um, Now,
not
regarding
the big headphones.
they were well, because in the chair kind of engulfed me, but because it had like when I say a big pillow, because I'm clumsy, so my mama knew like gotta keep something that's gonna contain her little behind in here, and she could see when she would be walking through the headphones to know that I was still sitting there. Because a couple times before the big headphones, I did get up and she thought that I was still sitting there, and then she heard a and then 3, 2, 1, me scream out, "I'm okay," and she would be like, "Where are you in the house?" So, hey, at my granny's house, there were two creatures that had bells on them: the cat, who thought that I was their child, and me.
Were you not the cat's child?
I should have ran a DNA test on the cat because at this point, I think I got like 9 lives, but I'm not graceful like a cat.
You had 9. You probably got about 4 now.
Whose side are you on?
The Lord's. I'm on the Lord's side.
Anywho. Yeah, maybe I wore it out. Okay, now this purple revolution thing. There's some people that are having a bleeding heart going, no, we should unify with them. I need y'all.
Fuck them.
I need y'all to put your thinking caps on, okay? First of all, let's take the historical view of this, okay? And then we'll build up. The historical view is that white people, especially white women, have a long historic habit of getting into or pretending to create movements.
You were just talking about record player. Event record player for your car. You play records.
Nope. Because you saw what I was doing in the car when you was in the store. If you put a record player like that in the car, the shenanigans. Absolutely not. But historically, they will pretend to create organizations or movements or join movements just to get ahead for themselves. Look at affirmative action. Look at the temperance movement. Look at abolition. Look at voters' rights, suffrage. Like these things that have happened, okay? But also, let's look at more recent short-term history. These are people that are like, we were manipulated. How were you manipulated by the truth? You were not lied to. You took the time to lie to us, to try to gaslight us, okay? Pedophilia wasn't a bridge too far. A felon, an adjudicated sexual predator on the ballot for president wasn't a bridge too far. The removal of bodily autonomy, not a bridge too far. Putting children, the elderly, the immunocompromised, and yourself at risk by lying about vaccinations, not a bridge too far. Federal employees losing their positions, their jobs, not a bridge too far. The weaponization of the government, not a bridge too far. The protection of pedophiles, not a bridge too far. Increased political violence, not a bridge too far. Farmers being undercut, underbid, and driven out of business so the VP and multiple tech bros can swoop in and take on property, not a bridge too far. They lied through all of that, okay?
Air freshener too.
They lied through all of that. Now, also, let's continue to take a look at what it would take for a purple resolution. In theory, purple needs equal parts red and blue. What do you want to take on from the red side?
Nothing.
So, you do realize on the blue side, you would have to make sacrifices. You would have to give some things up. And The red side is going to hit you with, because they're already doing it, thoughts, prayers, and concepts. No work, no nothing. So that means not only is only the blue going to sacrifice, only the blue is going to do the labor, which is the whole point. They want you to clean things up so that they can be sustained. And just like white children during chattel slavery and through Jim Crow, through the South and the North, they're going to mature. They're going to get through this and then turn around and call you everything but a child of God, call you everything but what is on your birth certificate, and be disrespectful all over again. These are the same people who will study the words and the creativity of people who happen to have been marginalized, recreate it, turn around, spit in our face, and say, well, it was up on the internet. But you think that they're going to truly come together with you and create equity? They're already saying that what you stand for is just a petty difference from them. To create the purple, you got to take some of the red and some of the blue and put it together. So what is that sum that's going to come together? And keep in mind that the only thing that is too much for them is their discomfort. So when it's time to do the work and they get uncomfortable, what do you think they're going to do then? These are the same people who last week were willing to make you unemployed, uneducated, and take your life because you didn't have a bleeding heart for a man whose widow doesn't even have a bleeding heart for him. But this week, you're supposed to sit back, have a Coke and a smile, and be like, I like to see a world of hope and perfect harmony. Fuck that. And I also need you to realize that instead of taking their same voices and their same actions and their same networks and their same connections that they didn't say that they were bringing into this movement and using them to reverse what they did with those voices, those actions, those connections, those everything, they're coming to the internet. They didn't come to the internet to research, to verify, to accept the truth. They came to the internet before to bully and harass. When they wanted shit done and they wanted to get Trump elected and get all these people, there wasn't a bunch of meetings. There wasn't. So please explain to me what the vigor is and why certain people are trying to guilt folks into, well, I want to give them a try. I want to get, okay, how about you go try gonorrhea then? How about you go eat some herpes? Because if you just want to try shit, go try shit.
Try Jesus. Please don't try me.
Go drink a cup of bleach if you just want to try dumb shit. I think they truly see the error of their ways.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. If they saw the error of their ways, they wouldn't be sitting around talking about, let's join forces. They would use what they use to get that man and everybody else into office to get him the fuck up out of there.
Preach, sister, preach.
Because the Temperance Party, which does still exist, when the temperance movement was going on, these are people who took up hatchets and chopped up bars, literal bars. These are people who set shit on fire. These are the same descendants of motherfuckers who was too poor to pay for their own mail to get delivered, waited for black postmasters to be put into the post, and they were gracious enough to pay because the white postmasters wouldn't, and they still burnt down their own post offices and decided, I don't want that monkey in the office. And when these black postmasters were getting the mail delivered through their homes, they burn it down and shoot them out the front door. And then when they realize, oh shit, the white postmasters treat us worse, They ran the white postmasters out expeditiously and ran campaigns to get the black ones back. And then started to protect the black ones.
Because they were getting free mail.
When white people want something done, they don't sit down and have 50 million fucking meetings about it. This is why throughout history, it has taken melanated people to come through and fix shit. Even when white people have stood on the right side of history. White people were like, shit, I want to be able to do stuff at night. Okay, well, how are we going to be able to do that? Well, we could do some candles or something here. I think, but yeah, but if I fall asleep, I don't really want the house to burn down. And we got the fireplace, but that sucks everything into one area. What are we going to do? Well, I think I got this light bulb thing together. Okay, but child, that as soon as you turn it on, it turn off. Here comes a black man, fixes it.
Hey, Missy.
Sitting there like, oh, you know what? Horse and carriage is a pretty good idea, but we're not really going all that fast. We can't really cover it up all like that. And it's kind of expensive to feed these horses. And then the horses get a little tired. And when they get sickly, I can't eat it. It's kind of a waste of money after a while. Well, let's make a car. And a screw of black people came together to make it better. Housing, philosophy, artistry, mathematics, English. But yeah, y'all really think that they're going to invoke change with this purple revolution? Really? What did the contrarians do? Please tell me, what have the libertarians done?
Nothing.
Because weren't they supposed to be the original purple revolution? What did they accomplish outside of being the cicadas of politics? I'll wait, class. I'll wait.
Every 20 years.
Like, shit. I would sooner wait for Jeepers Creepers. Yes, Big G. Jeepers, Jonquavious Creepers to run for office than this purple revolution shit. And black folks, whether you're a Coontastic Coalition member or you're teetering the fence, if you have been indoctrinated into believing that we cannot move ahead and gain equity unless we have a white face attached to it, go to hell. Shut up. Go home. Don't leave.
Go straight to hell.
Do not leave the house ever again. And I'm like, but you don't need to do shit. Curl up and accept death. Okay? Just die.
Just die.
We don't need white people. And white people don't get offended. Oh, I don't give a damn if you get offended. We don't need white people. White people need us. And before you go, that's not true. If that wasn't true, white people would have never started stealing us, and white people wouldn't do everything to keep us trapped here.
She shoots. She scores. Hey, Star.
And here's
You're
the
an all-star.
quick thing. Keep in mind that when I tell you all to make sure you check out the links in my bio, I'm not just saying it because I just want y'all to follow me everywhere else. I diversify and break down certain things according to what's in the news, what historically has gone on. And in talking about Black people, specifically Black women being trapped in the United States, I did a breakdown on that a couple days ago. So that is in a blog.
Okay, y'all can follow her everywhere except around my house. Say hi to Star Queen and Star Queen.
Hi, hold on, around your house?
You heard what I said. You still claiming 2 residences, so.
Around your house.
Until you are officially here, it's still mine. I share it with you, though. I share all my things with you, except my snacks.
But you share my snacks.
That's besides the point. What's yours is mine, then what's mine is mine.
No, what's yours is mine. What's mine is mine. And stop touching my stuff.
Okay, if I'm gonna stop touching your stuff, you're gonna have to rub one out in front of me.
Oh, I don't care nothing about that. You want to watch?
Yeah, I want to watch. I want to watch.
Okay. Now on
I
to
stay in trouble.
yeah, he likes violence. On to James Comey was in court today. Let's break this down. Is there a case? No, there is no case. Did James Comey break the law? No, he didn't break the law. He didn't. What is he being charged with? Nobody knows. I'm not being facetious. Nobody knows. Nobody. The prosecution could not state it in court today. The judge has no idea. The defense attorney who came out of retirement to take this case. This is somebody who has mob credit. Like he done worked.
Hey, Teresa.
He done worked with the work. Okay, he done worked with people and won. He is not to be played with.
Taz still on TikTok punishment.
We're funny. We are serious. No, I'm just playing. But nobody knows. Nobody knows. There's
a good man.
There are people
He's
who,
a good man, Savannah. He's a good man.
If he keep talking, he gonna
get dinner tonight. I feel like dinner tonight, like dinner. No, I'm just not.
I'm gonna purchase a ball gag.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
That's what I'm gonna do so I can get through the news. Anywho.
Your ratings gonna drop because I sell the records. I sell the records over here, Teresa.
Back to the news.
She's on both.
Back to the news.
This is just to help her out on TikTok so people know she's on.
Thank you. Now, back to the news. Okay, so it is being speculated that, yes, we know that this is retribution because Trump's feelings are hurt. If you remember, Comey was the FBI director under Trump. Comey was tasked with investigating the Russia collusion. His investigation came up inconclusive. He testified in front of Congress and was like, hey, it came up inconclusive. I can't say yay or nay. That's the truth. This is what we have now. We're going to continue to try to investigate. If anybody else, any other agencies, anybody out there has any more information, please give it to us because from what we have, this is what we got. He was honest. Once again, Trump picked. So there was a whistleblower that came out and was like, hey, this is what's going on. Yeah, Comey said this, but we didn't get a chance to look at this. We didn't really look at that, blah, 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 blah. Because remember, they put Comey on a pretty tight time frame. So that also went into why it was inconclusive. Now, said person, to try to not be hunted down by Trump, was like, well, Comey gave me permission. And other people was like, no, the fuck he didn't. And you already admitted that you didn't tell him that you was about to be a whistleblower, that you was about to tell all these reporters what you knew. Comey didn't know that you was talking to him.
Comey.
So when they came back and said, hey, Comey, did you tell X that they could go and talk to Y and Z? He was like, I did not. Did they talk to Y and Z? Sure did. Oh, shit. Well, let me go talk to them now because that's not what they were supposed to do. That's where these charges are stemming from. That's the speculation. The prosecutor behind this has no prosecutorial
experience.
Not just no prosecutorial experience, no legal experience at all. They have legal credits. But looking into Halligan's record, Halligan ain't did shit.
I got legal credit.
Now, we've talked about this previously, where right out of college, she was made partner in a firm, and then the clients that are listed under her name, it's a little weird. It's a little suspicious.
A little questionable.
The smell test is failing here, okay? And today in court, she just nodded along. She pulled in 2 other people, not even out of the Virginia office that she was put over, and one person who was doing all the speaking but would only speak after Comey's defense attorney, which wasn't necessarily the order of operations today, was like, oh, I just got on the case on Tuesday. I'm not really up to speed. I don't even know what should be in discovery. If the basis of this indictment is that he lied about something that he said in front of Congress, you have the footage of his congressional testimony. You say, boop, he lied 5 years ago. 5 years ago, he lied. Okay? You take that footage, you go, okay, he lied. Let's find the evidence to prove that he lied. Boop, boop, boop. You put it in the file. Here you go. Also, keep in mind, remember, Trump revoked his security clearance. If this trial goes on, because the trial date right now is set for January 5th, 2026, Trump would have to reinstate his security clearance so that he can put on a proper defense. But also, before you go, but Taz, he was indicted. There must be something there. There's always a way to fuck over the system, okay? There is a reason why certain people do things a certain way, okay? The grand jury did not convene as long as a typical grand jury would convene. They weren't given a whole lot of information. It was pretty much in and out.
But did she pass the bar? Did she really?
That's a good question. I don't know. But they were pretty much in and out, you know, like your very first experience under the covers.
Not mine.
Uneventful,
Yeah.
in and out.
Yes, it was. Let me stop lying.
In and out, and not so satisfying. Ball gag. Good. I thought you was asleep.
I was. Studio always woke up right on time. Studio Audience was like, oh, felt like there was a show going on.
Now, outside of that, in the Chicagoland area, okay, I'm going to say some things. You're going to have some big feelings, some of you. And I don't give a damn. You're going to have to work through these big feelings. Breathe through it. Smoke. I don't give a damn how you get through them, but get through them. Because these things need to be said. Because at this point, I need y'all to stop being stupid. I truly need you to stop being stupid. There are way too many methods that are set up right now to let you know that your best antifreeze is to stay your ass in the house. If you decide, like a woman yesterday, you know what? I want to make this for dinner.
No problem.
You have friends. You have family members. There are people in the Chicagoland area that are all over every social media platform right now going, hey, message me. I'll go get the stuff for you. You ain't even got to give me your direct address. You want me to put it in a bush at the corner of Blase Skip and whoop-de-whoop. I will do it to avoid you going out. There was a woman who is currently being detained by ICE because she told her daughter, hey, I want to make blah, blah, blah tonight for dinner. Okay, let's go to the store. And then they separate. Why?
Why? I'm sorry, I had a Thomas moment. Don't judge me.
I want you
to whiskey.
I want you to count to 100 in your head. Thank you. Also,
I did it by tens.
By one.
Too late.
There are also people if you know that things are questionable, even if they're not. I've said this for many years. I don't care what's going on. One, stop recording and taking videos in front of your homes. Stop recording and taking videos outside of your vehicles. stop recording, taking pictures in work uniforms.
My lawn guy, my landscaper was like, "Hey, bro, I'm sorry I ain't been by your house, but you know, ice." I'm like, "I got you, bro. Don't even sweat it. You just be safe out here." Yeah.
And no, I'm not victim blaming, but at some point we have to take responsibility for ourselves, and we have to take responsibility for one another. This is the time. You took the time brick by brick to build community. This is when you lean on community. Some of these stories are getting fucking ridiculous because you are putting yourself in harm's way.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to realize that all sides of this are going to use your story. I sat here breathing through, screaming at news coverage because they knew. The reporter admitted he watched these two women walk up together and divide, like a divide and conquer in some stores. So one woman get carried away. The other woman, "Oh, can you help me find my mother? First of all, why did you come out here with your mother?" Two, he goes, "Oh, well, we have this video and they're recording her. Oh, if it's too hard, we can stop." Yes, stop. They're going to use you, not help you.
Mama wanted tacos. Mama got tacoed away.
And it's like, y'all still want this fucking purple revolution? What do you think they're going to do? Did you learn nothing from the Never Kamala crowd? That are to this day still trying to criticize and critique Kamala Harris to avoid the accountability of what they did and what they stood behind. And speaking of which, this one I can honestly say I did not think that I would ever have to fix my mouth to say the following words.
Go ahead, say it.
Consciously, you're a bitch.
Whoa.
You used a Black woman to further your platform. You took invite after invite after invite from Kamala Harris when she was VP and Kamala Harris when she was on the campaign trail. For you to turn around, because I saw what you posted on Substack. Oh, when is it a good time to criticize Kamala Harris? And I saw the video footage you put up trying to evade accountability for persuading people not to vote for Kamala Harris. And you still trying to straddle the fence.
Wait, he persuaded people not to vote for Kamala?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind following his ass.
So, I cannot trust you.
Bitch made niggas. I
don't normally voice my opinion about marginalized individuals. I will have private conversations with them. I will have private conversations with those close to me to figure out how we can bridge some things. But y'all can tell I don't give a damn. What's he gonna do? Dance off beat all around my talking, all around what I said.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing. As a black woman who people my entire life have told me what I mean, what my intent is, spoken over me, use my labor, all of these different things. This hits different. And also in the climate that we're in now, you still won't be honest. You won't be honest for the sake of keeping the fucking platform. Now, you've had missteps before. But this is ridiculous. But I will say, this is partly on me. This is on me. Because there were some situations. Where you was a little too quiet. You was a little too quiet and you didn't come out and support anyone. And I should have known. I should have known. You're not for the cause. You're not for the community. You're not for anything outside of yourself.
Like chimpanzee. What's her name?
So
You know what I'm talking about, little monkey face girl.
I'm just, yeah, we're not doing this. And I need you all to stop assuming that a black face that may not be wearing a MAGA hat stands on the right side of history.
She did stick her neck out for us missing.
Because that is not the case. This is why I say stop saying that certain people are shoot. I can't even think of the word now.
What the girl name is though?
People are under supported. I shouldn't say you. Society as a whole has a bad habit of platforming the wrong people because somebody has a look, because somebody reminds you of somebody, or you see yourself in the person and you're not listening. All right, I got it now. People aren't underrated. They're underrepresented. They're under supported.
The little bug.
But just like I am shooketh that there are people being asked about movements and politics and people wanting to follow them in regards to things. They're like, oh, well, I didn't vote for such and such because, my favorite creator didn't. And then you look up their content and this person does get ready with me only. They make funny videos that have nothing to do with politics. The fuck are y'all doing? What the fuck are y'all doing? Like, seriously, what the fuck are y'all doing? We have a near octogenarian, reality TV star, convict, adjudicated sexual predator as the leader of the free world.
Convict.
As the leader of the free world. Heading up the Department of Defense is a man who doesn't believe in germs because he can't see them and doesn't believe that war crimes are a real thing. That publicly, unprovoked, boasted about not following orders and doesn't believe that the military should be overseen by bureaucrats in suits while being a bureaucrat in a suit.
Yes.
The head of healthcare in the United States is a heroin addicted, brainworm rotting individual from a family where people consistently wage campaigns to free the women of said family. And RIP to John Kennedy. The Department of Education has never truly seen its potential as the Department of Education and is currently being heralded by a woman who faked her education records to win an election, to then resign from that position to go on to cover up for pedophilia,
her husband,
and others in a career field where grown men essentially utilize the same shopping arenas as drag queens, I if you would have told me years ago that this is where we would be, I would have turned you in for drug abuse. There are times where things have happened where I have wished that my mother and my grandmothers were here to experience it. But the further we go, I'm glad they're not here to go through this shit. And in closing, for those that may stumble by and watch that are actually older than desegregation in this country, you ain't shit when you sit around and act as if you don't see the racism that's occurring now. You ain't shit when you're sitting here acting like we're supposed to kumbaya and forgive everybody. Because I'm so damn tired of the adage, forgiveness is for me, it's not for them. No, the fuck it's not. Not dwelling in something is for you. Because let me tell you what happens when you just toss out forgiveness. You're allowing somebody else the avoidance of accountability. You are supposed to request forgiveness. You're supposed to repeat what you did and repent upon what you did, and then not repeat the action of what you did. You're supposed to want the forgiveness. If you don't want it, why am I giving it to you? No, I'm not supposed to live in that moment. I can get past that moment, but I'm not going to just absolutely the fuck not. So can y'all stop pushing Black and brown individuals to forgive those that continuously oppress us and force us early to the bosoms of our ancestors?
The upper room.
You said it to me, I know this happened, but I forgive them for what? For what? They ain't nobody, and then you're pissed off when you don't get justice. You took the justice away from yourself. You took the justice away from your friend, from your fallen family member. You took the justice away because you decided to hand out forgiveness that wasn't asked for.
Boxy said YouTube cut
out. Thumbs up if you're still on YouTube. Like I need y'all. Yeah, YouTube's still up.
It's still up, Boxy.
Yeah, Jay, Tracina, Mandy are still in here. I need y'all to get that through your head. Stop going around, oh, just forgive. No, it is that mentality that kept us shackled for so long. It's that mentality that elongated Reconstruction. It is that mentality that had us under Black codes and Jim Crow laws in the North and the South. Stop acting like certain things only happened in the South. They didn't. This is why we can't move forward, because you all misunderstand and misrepresent kumbaya. Kumbaya is not a docile mentality or movement. Now, I understand everybody ain't Gullah Geechee. I got you, okay? But kumbaya is not just putting things down and making everybody else comfortable. Kumbaya is the ultimate strength to stand firm in what you believe and fight for it. It is not to just give up and placate other people. Y'all think that kumbaya means, oh, we're just going to embrace you and take you in. No.
What's happening? I don't know.
No different than you are getting Uncle Tom wrong. You get so much wrong.
Uncle Tom was the hero.
You sit here, just like I say, when it comes to the Christian church, too many of y'all don't study to show thyself approved. You either study to confirmation bias your way into what a pastor told 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 the pastor who told you.
And that pastor couldn't read.
And y'all sitting here actually ascribing to the church of Paul and not the church of Jesus the Christ. Some of y'all are ascribing still to white supremacy and not the freedom of actual history. You're avoiding what you need, the tools that were handed to you to equip you to get through shit like this that we should have never been back into. Because where we stand right now, do you realize how many thousands of lives you've wasted? Do you realize how many tons of tears and gallons of blood you have wasted? Because maybe if I put it to you like that, you'll finally get it. Do you know how many sacrifices you have made for naught? You want to quote certain people incorrectly all the time, eliminating context and nuance, make jokes about people rolling over in their grave, but you have eliminated them from history. You have eliminated their work, the work that far too many people died for. Horrific deaths at that. You have erased them. You did not need a white person to come in and redact or whitewash. You did it. With all of your excuses, all of your standing in the way of somebody else willing to do the damn good work, all of your, oh, they're just going to do it anyway. You did. You did it. What your parents and grandparents endured is now for nothing. The strides they made to make things easier for you was for nothing. Every time they grit their teeth and didn't get off the sidewalk was for nothing. Every time they took a beating was for nothing. Every time they watched a friend or a family member swing from a tree was for nothing. Every Black woman who was experimented on for the sake of you getting a proper fucking pap smear was for nothing. Henrietta Lax's family lived the majority of their lives without her for nothing at this point. You think shit is a game. You want to keep sitting back waiting for somebody else to do it. You're waiting for the next Medgar Evers, the next Malcolm X, the next Coretta Scott King, but you are standing in the way of them while you're erasing the OG. You don't want to get political, but you want to be safe. How the fuck you supposed to be safe without politics?
Mm-hmm.
How are you supposed to have a change in laws without politics? How are you supposed to get the reform you need without politics? How are you finally supposed to get paid properly without politics? How are you supposed to make sure that your physical and mental health is okay without politics? You want all this change, but you quick to come to somebody's comment section or look them dead in the face and tell them, like, this makes you better. Oh, I don't engage in that. We can tell. Well, why do you say something? Because I would rather give my last breath pushing us towards equity than sitting fucking still and sliding backwards. Because I know a lot of y'all still get the shit fucked up and go, I'm not like my ancestors. I know, because you have no strength, you have no conviction, you have no morals, you have nothing that gives you enough pride to push it forward and preserve and honor what our ancestors did to get us here. I can tell, because I am every bit of my ancestors and what they dreamed of. So when they roll shit back so far, you goofy motherfuckers couldn't even survive in the house, let alone the field. Because y'all look at being out in the field as being the worst that you could do. You want to know what being in the field gave you? A multiplicity of ways to survive when you escape, a multiplicity of ways to plan escape, a multiplicity of people to engage in, to come together to escape. You want to know what you didn't have in the house? Bodily autonomy, an escape route, a diverse background. It was easier to catch a house slave because they only had a handful of things, and usually they were trained for one purpose and one purpose only. So they knew where to go get you from. If you were a cook, they knew to find you in the kitchen. If you were a wet nurse, some of y'all wouldn't survive being a house nigga. I do my best to bring you what you need to know and try to make it a little lighthearted. Sometimes it gets not so lighthearted, but sometimes you need it. Sometimes you need it. Sometimes you need a little sweet tea or a little lemonade, a nice little cupcake or a sugar cookie on the front porch. And sometimes you need tussing and a switch.
Where the fuck is you from? Sweet cookie and lemonade on a sweet tea on a cookie and a tussin and a sweet. What the?
You ain't never heard that before?
No.
Oh. Well, I mean, y'all are pretty far from the equator up here. Because it is cold today. Huh. Bipolar ass weather. Shush.
It's not actually bad outside.
I was freezing taking that dog out today.
That was early in the morning.
No, we went back out before you came. Sometimes we like to just sit outside. But seriously, let's use some good sense. And stop acting as if you know more than those that came before. You have a better chance.
A lunatic.
You what? What?
Oh, she said, Star Queen said her foster mom used to say that all the time. I just get transported back to my 13th birthday.
What, the tussing and the switch?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Smooches and a hug. But people, you have to learn from those that came before to avoid stalemates and backtracking. So you know where to pick up from and how to move forward. You need the blueprint. You need the map. We have to break the biggest cycle that holds all of us back. And that is the cycle of we believe we know more and better than the generation that came before. Are there bad apples in every generation? Absolutely. But there are those that are willing to teach.
GPT. 2 pictures, one of GI robot and one of the person in question, and be like, hey, combine these 2 pictures to make it a GI robot. Answer your question, go back to the system. I'm sorry, Star. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call your foster mom a lunatic. I'm sure you do miss her every day.
But yes, we must do this. So with that, keep in mind on Mondays I do have open discussion. On Mondays I do have open discussions, and Saturdays for adults you feel free to bring minors with you. Just keep in mind my rules are if you bring a minor, you have to remain there on camera with them. If you choose to have the camera on, but you must make it known that you were there with them. No, there's not any funny business going on. You don't know me. And I need you to act like you don't know me. You understand me? Because a lot of times people get too comfortable and just start leaving their children and their minors that they love dearly under the guidance of other people.
Unsupervised.
Tomorrow, Jay. Tomorrow. Would you bring it to the repass?
Oh, and, but I had to take that back.
And wait a minute. Isn't it isn't it Rapture Palooza again 2.0? 2025?
No, Raptor Palooza was the 6th or the 7th, the 6th through the 8th. So it's gone. It's gone.
No, today is the 8th.
It's gone. If we ain't got raptured yet, Jesus ain't coming back.
They like to say different time zones. So
you know what?
Fine. I told y'all the last time. Hold on, wait a minute. I told y'all the last time to sign up with Jay and Nightbird. I didn't see no good entertainment this time. Who was in charge of the entertainment?
Jay in charge of food.
No, he was in charge of the sign up sheet.
No, Jay has the menu for the food all the time.
Oh well. Oh, gumbo. Okay, Jay. Okay, you know what? Good looking out, Jay. We love a good gumbo.
We have in Jesus's gospel gumbo.
Yeah, because the entertainment this time around, it ain't good. It ain't. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And at this point, with my TikTok punishment, they still have not.
Please don't have a curtain from behind the grave.
They still have not answered. I'm still under review, so I think they just gonna rock it out till Friday at 8:00. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah. So I will put a plug. We're still sticking a pin in 107 days with Kamala Harris. Plus, until they release me, I don't have the footage from the last one to even put up on YouTube for people to go back and review it. And I cannot remember what page I started from to get to where I stopped at. So I don't want to guess.
Bottom, now we here.
You about to start from the bottom. Keep going.
Now the whole team here.
Oh, Bad Bunny is an entertainment. Okay, I can see that. Actually, you know what? I think this time around, because she is the drama and I'm loving it. I am loving it. I think it should be Cardi B. I think it should be Cardi B. And maybe later. No, because I really no. I'll save that conversation for when I get back on. Well, maybe I'll commandeer his live because I want to have the conversation on how Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift are the same in two different fonts.
She said she gonna commandeer my live. Like she's not doing that now. I'm doing it. I'm letting her though. I'm letting her.
That's not me commandeering it though. Yeah. Ball game.
Would you get this bitch away from me?
If y'all would like to contribute,
bitch gone.
To the I'ma build an office up here fund, check out the links in my bio. Buy some merch. Help a girl out. Yes, please. Thank you.
Damn, Taz dog won't leave me alone.
All righty. Thank you for joining me here for what is today? Wednesday. Wednesday's the Taz Effect.
What day is this?
Wait a minute, Jay. Put who up as the best female rapper of all time? Nicki Minaj. First of all, I need for you know what? Yeah, we'll come back and we'll talk about this on his TikTok later.
We're gonna
Because
fight you, Joe.
I'm tired of people. No, he said that they Billboard put her up, not him.
Billboard on some bullshit.
But yeah, because I'm tired of people going, well, she opened the doors for me as if she was the first female rapper ever. Like, are we just gonna forget that Safari was the one writing them joints?
Are we just gonna forget that Brad existed? Queen Latifah,
Living legend, MC Light,
Moni in the middle with her one CD having ass.
Yo.
You can't play with my yo-yo.
Come on, Lauryn Hill,
She
Lady of Rage.
There you go. Because Lauryn Hill technically wasn't a rapper, but
She do a little bit of everything.
She was hip hop.
Hell, at this point, Brandy is a better rapper than Nicki Minaj, and that's no shade. That's no tea. If y'all don't know, Brandy got bars. Brandy wanted to be a rapper, and they were like, "No, we need you to be the vocal Bible." She's like, "Bet, but I'm gonna slide these verses in there." Hell, Beyonce is a better rapper than Nicki Minaj.
Beyonce.
Yes, and MC Light. Hey girl. Hey. I know you're probably still healing from that divorce. I understand that. I respect that. I do. But I feel like some good cuddles.
She crazy though.
Some cuddles, MC Light would get you through that.
Yes, some cuddles from us, MC Light, will get you through it.
Yeah, Foxy Brown.
Yeah, it's questionable.
Like, you know, so
Foxy is questionable.
But Foxy is crazy. Yeah, I've never actually taken Nicki Minaj seriously because she's just she's T-Boo Lil Kim. That's it. Everything about her career has been a bad knockoff of Lil Kim.
Yeah, the little girl who just came out last year.
What little girl? I don't know.
With the My Anxiety.
Doechii?
Mm-hmm. She's better than Nicki.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Well, as always, each one teach one, each one reach one. I will see you all tomorrow, same time, same places. Toodles.
I'm crushing her head.